G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 Online Money Method video. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you multiple ways to make millions of dollars in the game this week as a solo player. And of course, leaving a like and subscribing is greatly appreciated, and without further ado, let's go. Alright, so money method number one this week in GTA 5 Online is the Ludendorff Cemetery Survival. You can first of all access this through the main menu, or you could make your way to the cemetery out here. Press left D-pad to go on call for the job once you have stepped inside of the pink circle to start the job. So you can go ahead and do this or complete this job solo this week. However, I'm not going to recommend you do so as it's not going to pay a good amount of money. Also, happy Halloween month in GTA 5 Online. This month is absolutely stacked when it comes to content and also making money. So as you guys can see here, what this is, it's a brand new game mode. It's a brand new survival mode, and you pretty much have to survive as many waves as possible. Now, there are two options. You could go for endless rounds, or you could cap it out at the maximum amount of waves, which I believe is 11. One quick hot tip, I would highly recommend that you do stock up on some body armor before going into this survival mode, as you will be able to utilize it throughout the game. The premise is quite simple. You need to survive as many waves as possible from these zombies, or pretty much it's animals, humans, zombies. It's a mix of everything really. So you need to survive all of these waves to the very end. Of course, by surviving all the way to the very end, you're going to make the maximum amount of money. And along with that, it is actually paying double money and RP this game mode. So it is a great time to not only play it because it's brand new, but you're going to get rewarded with a nice payout. You'll also see here that our team actually got taken out by wave 10, and we still made $65,000 from this game mode. Moving on to your second money method this week in GTA 5 Online, it is your HSW time trial Del Perro Beach. First of all, just go into the vicinity of the starting area and press right D-pad to begin the time trial. Then just go to your map and set a waypoint to the end destination. From here, back out of your map, bring up your phone and go to the job list section and just quit the job. Or you could hold triangle or Y, depending on which console you're playing on, to restart the time trial. People often ask, what is the point of actually restarting your time trial there? Well, what you've essentially just done is set your own waypoint so that you can identify the fastest route to get to the end destination through your minimap. Typically, when starting a time trial, both HSW and regular, there is not going to be a waypoint set for you. So that is what we've just done, meaning we can start the time trial again with the timer starting at 0. Now, some tips for the time trial. Pretty much from here, it's just a straight slingshot all the way through to the finish line, and I would highly suggest that you use or upgrade to a Hakuchu drag for your HSW vehicle. You can use a vehicle like a car for this time trial as well. You'll most definitely complete it within the part-time. Especially this week's HSW time trial is very easy to complete within the part-time given. The only thing I would recommend you do keep an eye out for is traffic along that main road taking you out of downtown Los Santos. And you'll actually see that by doing this time trial, following the waypoint through to the end destination, you'll have about 15 seconds to spare and make $250,000. So your third money method this week in GTA 5 Online is a job that is paying double money and RP. Just go to your pause menu, head to online jobs, play job, Rockstar created adversary mode, and scroll down until you see the slasher missions. Now there's 3 different ones. One is a bunker, one is the diamond slasher, and the other one is at the missile base. You could also take a look or glance at the Rockstar featured series icon in Legion Square. Typically, that's a great place to just go on call for a job. And with matchmaking being really good in GTA Online these days, you'll be able to find a full lobby without an issue. The maximum players you can hold in these jobs is 8 players per job or per match, and that is going to maximize your payout. When it comes to setting your first to win amount in the settings area, if you are hosting the mission, just go ahead and set that setting which says first to win to anywhere between 4 to 7 rounds, I believe it is. Now, of course, that is going to mean that the game is going to take a bit longer to play, but it's going to be enjoyable. It's a fun game mode. It kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat around this spooky season, hence why it's paying double money. It's a sort of Halloween themed adversary mode. But the main premise of this mission or adversary mode is quite simple really. You got 2 teams. You got a hunted team and you've got the Slasher. You start out, you can see for, I believe it's the first 3 seconds of the match, you're given a 3-minute timer that is set, and pretty much the Slasher's job is to take out the Hunted, and the Hunted's goal is to take out the Slasher. So yeah, a very simple premise, this game mode. It's incredibly fun, and you can see that this goes down to the wire. The second round for this match overall ended very quickly, so the payout for myself wasn't entirely like a massive amount, but if you have this set to first to win 4 to 7 rounds and you have a full lobby of 8 players, you can be making nearwood of $100,000 for a match win this week in GTA Online. Money method number 4 this week in GTA Online is your regular time trial sawmill. So all you'll need to do is go to the vicinity of the starting area, press right D-pad, and then go to your map and set a waypoint to the end destination. From there, back out of the map, go to your phone, job list, and quit the job. From here, just go and start the time trial once again. You will see for the first part of this time trial, I am not following the waypoint, so what I would suggest is you follow the gameplay displayed on screen here for the first portion of this time trial, eventually till you get to this section here. So pretty much what you're aiming for is to eventually make your way to the back of Stab City there, and once you land on the road there, you can pretty much just follow your waypoint or your GPS to the end destination. I'm always going to recommend the Batty 801 when it comes to the regular time trial. However, for this time trial here, you can see that I am using a non-HSW vehicle, which is actually a non-HSW version of the Hakuchu drag. Now, the great thing about this week's regular time trial is that it is super easy to complete. It's only that first part of the time trial that'll be a little bit time consuming, but once you get that down packed, in less than 2 minutes, you will be making $100,000 from this. Moving on to your 5th money method this week, it is going to be your Acid Lab. So I've got a full money guide on this business down below, which you guys can check out on how this business operates from start to finish and how you do get it. It's quite simple really. You will be utilizing the Freak Shop and DAX, and the great thing about this is it is beginner friendly, so you can actually go and access this from as a beginner in the game. This is probably the first business I would recommend you do go and purchase, and you can just go and get this eventually by completing a set of missions, better known as the first dose and last dose missions, of course run through DAX. So if you're unfamiliar with this business, pretty much the Acid Lab sell missions component of this business, which is the main front for this business, is paying double money on sell missions. So you're going to make a lot of money from this, and the great thing about this business is it's completely passive. It's kind of like a set and forget. You can just go ahead and buy some supplies through MUT. Eventually, what I would recommend you do is make your way over to this desk here and just press right D-pad to go and add a production boost or speed boost to your acid product. So from there, what's going to happen? You actually get one of those per day, I should mention, every 24 hours. So what I would strongly suggest you do is once you have a full bar of supplies, just go ahead and add that production speed boost, which will give you a 5% boost, and that will increase your stock value significantly. One other thing you can do is go to your service vehicles area, head to the Acid Lab section through your interaction menu, and just go and change the name of your Acid Lab product. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if you are selling this in a public lobby, then you're also going to get a bonus amount added on top. So not only are you going to make nearwood of about $700,000 to $800,000 for the sell mission, you're also going to get a bonus on top of that. So you can be making anywhere of around $1 million per sell mission this week in GTA Online through the Acid Lab. This is something I highly recommend you get onto, especially if you're a beginner. I would look into investing into this business. Like I mentioned earlier, I've got a full guide out on the channel linked below. And a bonus way of making money this week is by completing this week's weekly challenge. So all you'll need to do is kill your clone in Clone Slasher to receive an additional $100,000 this week in GTA Online. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a pretty good week when it comes to making money in GTA Online this week, especially as a solo player. Be sure to check out that Acid Lab full money guide down below. But without further ado, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope it did help you guys out. Be sure to share it with at least one friend it may help out. But in the meantime, be sure to take care, and I will see you in my next video.